Morning, everybody. It's Monday. It's about, I don't know, 11:30, so not quite morning. Been out for a couple hours, feeding the cows and all, and it's a nice balming 17-degree weather here in central Pennsylvania. We had some snow, some more snowfall yesterday, only a couple inches, not too bad. Didn't really have to plow anything; it melted off before I even had to do that, so that was nice. But today, just now, I'm trying to get water out. Trying to get water out to the cows. So far, it's working. Running a garden hose. I don't know, probably like 250 feet of garden hose off the house. And of course, that was frozen up. Even though I had it shut off inside, there's still a little bit of water in the pipe. So, little map gas torch, heat it up. I know it's probably not the best idea. I know you can, break the pipe, but kind of is what it is right now. So I'm looking into trying to figure out a way on how I can get water out here easier for the cows. And I'm thinking, I think I'm going to buy a 275 gallon water tote, and that way I can fill it up in the barn. I always have water out in the barn. That never freezes. Wonder if I can just fill that up in the barn through the pallet forks on the tractor, and then bring it out here and fill these tanks up instead of trying to run this hose through the snow piles and all the other fun stuff, dealing with frozen hoses and frozen water faucets. I think I am going to try and do a frost-free, like a drip hose faucet out on that bib and see if that helps any. I don't know. It gets pretty cold up here, so I don't know if that's going to work or not. And I really don't want to have the water on all the time. In case it does freeze sometime and then, ends up breaking the pipe, and then I got water all in my basement and everything else like that. So I really don't want to deal with that. I do have a shut off in the basement though, so that does help. So I don't have to worry about it freezing back in through. And it's pretty warm in my basement. I mean, it's probably 60 some degrees in my basement right now, and I don't have a heater down there or nothing like that. It stays pretty. It stays pretty warm down there, so I don't have to worry about anything freezing up down inside the house. So that's nice. So we got water out here. I got water flowing. I fill these two up, and then it's supposed to get colder throughout the week. I think tonight's supposed to be like a low of 13. And I think the winds are supposed to pick up a little bit, so wind chill values are going to be almost zero. So I'll have to come out. I'll throw some more straw down for the cows today, and so they're nice and warm. So far, they don't seem to be bothered by the cold. They're eating like crazy still, and they're up and out, up and around, running around, doing their thing. So I think I'm gonna hop on the old interweb today and see if I can find somebody local that's selling one that's FDA approved. So I don't have to worry about contaminants or whatever else they had in it contaminating the water that I'm going to put in it. So might be a little tricky to find, but see if I can get it at a decent price as well. But I think that's just going to be my easier bet to get me through the rest of the winter. I mean, I know we only have about a month left, but it doesn't look like it's going to be warming up anytime soon. And we still have all this snow on the ground. And then there's a chance of snow tomorrow. There's a chance of snow on Wednesday, Thursday. I think Friday it's supposed to be somewhat okay. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Ruby. And I think Friday it's supposed to be okay, but it's still supposed to be pretty cold. So we'll see. Hopefully they don't know about what amounts we're gonna, if we're gonna even have any accumulation or not of snow, but I'm really hoping not. I'd like to see this start to melt off real soon. I got a lot of work I gotta get done. So we bring some more cows in. So we'll see what we got. I gotta run out to the feed store later. Need some more cow food, some grain, some goat food. I need to get some chicken food. So I got some work to do today. One of our barn cats that we have acquired, my wife just dropped off at the vet this morning. I got to pick her up later this afternoon whenever they call. So hopefully it's either after the boys get off the bus so they can come with me and pick her up. Hopefully she doesn't have a cone on her head, because I don't know how that's going to work out. And then the other little one, the one male, he goes, I think he goes in like 2 weeks to get his fixing. And then they should be grown, after they all heal up, they should be grown enough and they can go back out to the barn and join the other 4 that we have. So far so good. They've been doing a great job. I've had one mouse, and he was actually in my feed tub a couple weeks back. But I think he snuck in when I had the lid off and I was feeding everybody, and I was making my rounds. I forgot to put the lid on, and I think he hopped in. So he was fat and happy overnight. Thankfully there wasn't a lot of grain in there, and didn't look like he spoiled any of it. So they've been doing their job, so that's good. I'm glad. And I'm not a big cat person. Never have. I'm a dog person. But they do their job, and they have a place, and hopefully they can keep some of the snakes at bay come, springtime. And they start popping out of their dens and it starts warming up. We do have a lot of snakes up here, a lot of big black rat snakes, which are basically harmless, and they'll eat the mice as well. But we do have, we have some copperheads up here that I worry about the kids grabbing a hold of, and we do have rattlesnakes as well. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't come across any of them this year. But my boys like to go out in the woods and play down by the creek all the time, and that's probably where they're going to end up finding one. Really? Right here? Camera? You couldn't have waited? Huh? You couldn't have waited, big girl? Thank you. So as I was saying, so I think I'm going to look into getting that done this week, and then I get one of those. I can go find one of those water trough tanks, and I think that'll just be easier to do, to fill that up in the barn and then bring it out with the tractor and then flow it into the things. I don't know. Can't really put a phosphorus hydrant in right now, and I still have about 12 inches of snow on the ground, so that's not going to happen until springtime. And then we got to start looking into starting some seeds. I was watching on a video last night. Channel I follow. I don't know if you guys have seen it at all, but it's a really good channel. Kind of give me a little bit of inspiration in doing this, and really great family. They're out in Oklahoma. The channel's called Arms Family Homestead, and he's got three boys, one a little older, but his son Houston, who's on there all the time, reminds me so much of our son Liam. They would be like 2 peas in a pod. They're exactly like it's like spitting images. It's funny to watch. So he had a seed start, and they have a big not really a greenhouse, I guess you call it a high tower house, where they grow all year round. And I think we've been looking into that since we got up here. We have plenty of room to put stuff, so I think this year we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna buy a little seed starter in the house, and we're gonna start planting some tomato seeds, some pepper seeds, stuff like that, and get them germinated, and then hopefully by then we can have the garden tilled out. And then I think we're gonna do a lot of tomatoes this year, because we're gonna can some, and I want to do cucumbers, zucchini, squash. Definitely want to try out that okra that I was talking about in the last video. I think that'll be something new to try. I think I'll like it. I'm not a big vegetable eating person, but I like tomatoes, I like zucchini. Fried eggplant is really good. I love that. My older brother taught me how to make that and turned me on to eggplant, and I like that very much. So they'll be nice to have on the grill this year. And then see if we can get another video. Maybe I'll do a small video on how to germinate some seeds. It'll be our first time trying it. So we'll see how it goes. Gardening's always been fun. I do like it. Our middle son Liam really loves the garden. He loves growing things. I think he wants to do watermelons this year. So I think I don't know. I've never grown watermelons, so I have to do some research on that and how big of a patch you have to get some decent sized watermelons. So we're going to try that this year as well. I don't know. There's a lot of things we want to try out this year and see how it goes. See what works for us. See what doesn't work for us. Definitely going to bring in some more cows. I don't know. I love the livestock. That's my thing. I love the animals. I love being out here with them all the time. They're all starting to get used to me. You know, we have Crawley, we have Ruby. You know, Ruby's the big heifer right there on the right, with the other heifer that we just brought in. She's the smaller one's a little bit younger than Ruby. Ruby's the oldest. She's 8 months old, and she was a little bottle baby when we got her back in May, the beginning of May. She was born the end of April, I think the 27th of April she was born, and we caught her like she was about 3 weeks old. She was about 90 pounds when she came to us. So we fed her on a bottle, God, for 2 to 3 weeks. And then I got tired of that and we got her on a bucket real fast. So she was eating on a bucket before she was 2 months old. And so that's good. And there's Crawley here. He's our second one. Everybody knows Crawley. Hey, buddy. And he's friendly. Right, buddy. Right, buddy. Overflow. So we have some things that we want to try out this year and see how everything goes. This will be our first spring up here and our first full summer. So I think we have a lot of things to try out, a lot of things to get built, and we'll see how everything goes. But the water's flowing, everything's filling up. I'll have to drain the hose all out and wrap that back up because I know it's supposed to get cold this week and they'll probably need more water again. I'd say probably by Saturday, maybe sooner. They're drinking probably, I don't know. They kill these 200 gallons in about a week. So, and we have heaters in them for them so they don't have to freeze up. So at least I don't have to come out here with an ice pick or an axe and break it all up for them. So that's nice to have. The heaters in there saves me some work that I have to do in the long run. Just keeping the electrical lines from getting ran over across the driveway or getting dug up from the tractor when we have to plow. So I have them marked across, so I kind of stop the plowing when I get to them and continue on the other side of them. So far this year I've been okay. I think I've only cut one. I think I cut one power line. I didn't pick the blade up fast enough, but I have backups just in case. But we've been pretty good on that. What's up? That's one of our other steers. Tag number 116. Looking at me like, what are you doing? Like, I know you. Not quite. No, I'm sorry. That's not our left ear tag. That's our other heifer. I think we're going to name her Emily. I was out this morning feeding them, and she was looking up at me eating out of the grain, and I don't know, the name Emily just came to me. So I think we're going to name her. I think we're going to name her Emily. Ruby's got a name. She's always had a name. Curly's got a name. He's over there. And then the one loving all over Ruby right now with the crazy hair, I call him Rockstar. He just looks like a rock star. I don't know. That crazy hair and the coloring he's got on him is pretty cool. Yeah, I see you, baby. Yeah, you got some growing to do. Yep. Anyway, so I'm going to get back to work. Finish this off and then drain these hoses out, turn off all the water, get back into the barn. I got a couple things I got to get in there done. I'll bring out a couple bales of straw for the cows to lay on so they're not laying in the thing. But they have good bedding out there now. There's probably 3 or 4 bales sitting there now on the ground. And they lay on that at night. And sometimes they walk down to the other side and lay in the snow. I guess it all depends on what mood they're in, I guess. I don't know. But get back to work, and we'll get some things done around here today before it gets the sun drops out of here, and then I have to go still over into the store and get some stuff for the animals for feed wise. See if I can find one of those water tanks online today, and see if I can pick one of them up this week, maybe, hopefully. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, and do me a favor, go down and hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. See how everybody likes it. Throw some comments up. I'll see if I can get back to one of the next video for you. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, see if I can answer anything for you. Or if you have any advice. First-time farmers here, so all the advice from people that have been doing it, I'll take all I can get. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you in another time. Have a great day.